In my previous session, I have discussed what is meant by numeric functions as part of your scalar functions, right? And now in today's sessions,
Yeah.
we will be discussing what is meant by character functions and what are date functions and what is conversion
Conversion.
function. Also, like what are the different types of functions that are available as part of them. Now we will see character functions. What is a character function? It is similar. It is similar to that of numeric functions only, but numeric functions it will operate only on the numeric data type, but on a single value. But here in character functions, it will be operating on a character value, and also it will be only operating on single value only. That's the reason why numeric functions and character functions will come as part of your scalar functions. It will operate on character. And as part of your character functions, you are having many functions that are char function, ASCII function, you are having substring function, then left function, right function, then you'll be having Rtrim, you'll be having Ltrim, then you'll be having stuff function, you'll be having upper, lower, you can able to have other function called reverse function, then something like length, soundx, and then finally you're having some charindex function. These are the different types of character functions that are available, and these are very important while writing your coding. Okay. So you are aware of what is meant by character function? As the name suggests, what it will do in the sense, it will return you character when you are going to give in ASCII value. It will return you character when ASCII value is given. So when we give an ASCII value, then corresponding the character you are going to get. And ASCII value for capital A is what? Any idea? ASCII value of character A is 65. And what about small a? Its corresponding ASCII value is 97. Okay. So now if you are going to give 65, you need to get character. I mean, you will be getting as capital A. When you are going to give as 97, you need to get as small a. So this is how you will be getting the value for characters. Now we will see an example for that as well. Say like select char of 65. So what will be getting? Capital 8, right? Execute it. You are getting capital 8. So if you give select char of 97.
Small.
Okay. So this is how you can able to get your characters when you give your ASCII value. Similarly, what is ASCII? It will return you ASCII value when you provide characters. So when you provide capital A, you will be getting as 65, and when you provide small a, you will be getting as 97.
97.
See, select ASCII
A.
of capital A. Since this is character, you need to provide in bracket. You are getting as 65.
Yeah.
Select ASCII of small a. You will be getting as 97. This is how you can able to get your character as well as your ASCII. Now, what is substring? Generally, what this substring it will do in the sense, it will retrieve you characters from the string. What is the syntax for this in the sense? For example, if you are having some word called Microsoft. From this word called Microsoft, I want to get substring. This is actually the main string. From this main string, I want to return some string. Okay. Say like assume like I just want to get some characters. See, from third position, I want 4 characters. So out of the main string, I want to get substring. So at the time, I want to specify the position from where I want the substring and how many characters I want. So the syntax for this one in the sense, you need to specify the string and from which position you want the substring and how many characters it has to trace. So from Microsoft, 1, 4, out of this one, how many characters you will be getting as your output?
ICRO.
It is from first position, right?
Acha. Okay.
From first
So
position, 4 characters. So
okay.
you
4
will be getting as
MICR.
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 So this will be your output. So shall we check what is meant by substring? Select substring of Microsoft. You want to get from first position till 4 characters. You are getting as MICR.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to get from 5th position 4 characters. So just change from 1 to 5.
5.
Execute it. So from 5th position. From O it will start. O, S, O, F. That's it. This is how you can able to use your substring. And what is left? It will give you exact number of characters from left position. Here you are specifying from which position you want. But directly I want to get from left hand side.
Left hand side. Yeah.
4 positions I want. At the time you can able to use left. So if I specify left of
4.
Microsoft, 4.
4. Yeah.
Okay. So from where you will be getting?
MICR we will get.
Yes, you will be getting MICR. And also from left side it will start.
Yeah.
It will start at exactly from left side. We'll see. Select left of getting MICR. In the similar way, I can able to use my right. So if you are going to use right, then where it will start? From right hand side, you are going to get n number of characters. Select right of Microsoft, 5. So you will be getting from right hand side. It will count from this position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will be getting OSO F. This is how you can able to use your left as well as your right functions. Now what is other function? Rtrim. What is Rtrim?
Rtrim is nothing but if there is any spaces or if it is not in a constructive way, the given sentence or something, it will be make it correct.
Yes, it will trim the spaces. From where it will trim? From right hand side. And what is Ltrim? Trim the spaces from left hand side. So we'll see an example. Select Rtrim of, suppose you will be giving us output as Microsoft, some spaces I am given, and then you specify quotations and see output whether you are getting spaces or not. You won't be getting spaces.
Yeah.
So you can eliminate those kind of spaces using your Rtrim. So see, select Ltrim of some spaces, Microsoft. Execute it and see. You won't be getting any spaces. This is how you can able to use your Rtrim as well as Ltrim. Now what is stuff? Stuff is little tricky. You need to remember syntax very well. What is stuff in the sense? It is used to replace n number of characters starting from specified position. Suppose I assume like I am having some notepad. This is my word. But I just want to replace first 4 characters starting from position 1. From position 1 replace 4 characters. Okay, with which word you want to replace? I want to replace first 4 characters with the word called word. Okay, so how you will be writing that particular syntax? Example, you will be writing your main string, say the notepad. Okay, and from which position you want to replace? You need to specify that position. From which position you want, and how many characters you want to replace? You need to specify those number of characters, and then finally your word with which you want to replace. So the syntax, it will looks like notepad, from first position I want to replace 4 characters and I want to change with the word called word. So finally what will be your output? From first position change your 4 characters with your new word called word. So at the time what it will become? Wordpad, correct? We will see that. Select stuff of notepad, comma, first position. From first position I want to change. How many characters you want to change? 4 characters. With which word you want to change? I want to change from word. Execute it. What is the output you will be getting? Wordpad. Any query on this one? Prashanti and Raghav?
No, Krishna.
What about you, Prashanti?
Can you please go to the notepad?
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
So here in the example you said notepad, comma p comma n, but the first word is n, right?
No. P specifies the position.
Position. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah. Position, and n specifies the number of characters you want to replace.
Oh, yeah.
That is nothing but your stuff. Now you are trying to replace. But when I want to insert a word in between these 2 characters, see here I am having notepad, but in between note as well as pad I want to insert some characters. Okay, how to insert that one? Using your stuff only. How to do that? Just you need to specify your main string, then you need to specify in which position you want to insert. Suppose I want to insert from 5th position with a word called in A. So I want to get my output as note in a pad. So at the time from 5th position I want to insert. So you need to specify in which position you want to insert. So when you are trying to insert, you need not to specify how many characters you are going to insert. Just specify 0. Okay, and then finally with which word you want to insert, that you need to specify. That's it. So what will be your output? Not
in a pad.
in a pad. You will be getting like this.
Okay.
You will be getting like this. Any queries on this? When you are trying to insert, just you need to specify 0 and from which position you want to insert, just you need to specify that. But here in the above case, yeah, this is the syntax. You need to give 0.
There is no meaning for 0 in that. You just need to specify for anything. For any problem or anything, you need to specify 0.
Yes, when you want to insert.
Okay.
Okay, but when you want to replace, you need to specify number of characters.
Yeah.
Only that is the difference. Now we will try to see.
No.
Select stuff of notepad. I want to insert some word from 5th position. I want to give as in A, and then try to execute this. We'll be getting note in a pen, right?
Yeah.
So when you want to insert, you need to give for sure 0. So this is the difference between your replace as well as your insert. Okay. Now we will see what is meant by upper. What upper will do?
It will change jumbling small letter, capital letter completely into capital letter.
Yes, it will change your characters to your capital letter.
Yeah.
Select upper
Upper
of
notepad.
then execute it. So you will be changing entire thing to your capital letters.
Caps. Yeah.
When you give lower,
Small letter.
you will be changing to your small letters.
Krishna,
Yes.
a small doubt. So generally, if you want to change any entire range, it's just a query, okay? In Excel. So what we will do is equal to upper bracket of, we will select the entire column, right? We will select
Yes.
the entire column and we will drag it and we will get everything in a capital letter. But here in SQL we are specifying the word, okay? So
It is
going
not like
forward,
that.
will we get?
It is not like that, Raghu. Just I am giving an example here, lower of
Acha.
your character directly, but you can able to specify your column directly.
Okay. So we can change even here also for the entire data.
Yes,
Right?
you can able to change.
Okay. Going forward.
Just you need to remember the syntax and what the function will do. That's it.
Yes, yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
Nothing. I think maybe for changing that at the place of that no, notepad, I think we will give the column name, it seems, which will completely convert into the capital letter to that column.
Yes, you can able to change that. See here, select star from employee table.
Right.
Execute it. Now you can able to see e names, everything in small letters. But
Correct.
I want to return capital letters. Select per of
Select up
name from which table.
employee.
Do that and see. Everything got changed, right?
Got it. Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
This is how you can able to use your upper functions.
Okay.
So assume like instead of these direct characters, you can able to use your column names.
Correct. Yeah.
And what is reverse?
Reverse.
To reverse the given string. Reverse the given string. So if you are having some words, select
Yeah.
reverse of say like Raghu. Let's see. So it will reverse
Okay.
the entire string. From last, it will show.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how you can able to use your reverse function.
Yes.
And what is length function? It will gives you the
Length
length
is
of that particular characters. How much?
count of words.
Yes, it will give you what is the count and how many characters are present in that particular string. So that you will be getting proper. Select len of
No. So
will be getting as 7 characters. This is how you can able to use your length function. Then soundx. What this soundx it will do in the sense, it will return you hexadecimal value when a given string is pronounced. Suppose like you are having a employee name column and assume like in this particular, see, in employee column you are having some employees. Am I right? Okay, and also finally you can able to see 1016 row employee ID with Scott. Okay, you can able to pronounce your Scott with SCOTT as well, but sometimes you can able to write that SKOTT as well. Am I right?
Yeah.
Both are correct only. But you don't, when you are trying to retrieve a record from a particular table based on your employee name, you may forget whether it is SCOTT or SKOTT. You don't know. But based on my pronunciation, I just want to retrieve my record. So even though if I give SKOTT also, I just want to retrieve this particular record SCOTT based on my pronunciation. Scott, you can able to pronounce SCOTT or SKOTT. But even though if you give wrong name, but based on pronunciation, if you want to retrieve this particular row, then at the time you can able to use your soundx function. See, when I'm trying to use select star from employee table where your employee name is equal to Scott. So you need to retrieve that particular record, am I right?
yes.
Now you are getting. Now I should try to change from SCOTT to SKOTT and try to execute.
So,
Now you are not getting. Why you are not getting?
spelling mistake.
Yes, it is spelling mistake. Okay. Now even though if there is a chance of spelling mistake, but based on pronunciation, I just want to retrieve. So at the time you will be using your soundx function. So how you will be using in the sense, select star from
Employee
table where
where
soundx
soundx
key name is equal to soundx of Scott. This is how you can able to use your function. And now when you use this one SKOTT based on your soundx function and then try to execute this, you are getting Scott value.
Wow.
So this is the beauty of your soundx function. Any queries on soundx?
No.
Prashanti?
No.
Okay. Finally, we are going to use character index. So what this character index it will do? It will search for your string 1 in your string 2. If the string is found, then it will specify you from which position that particular string is available. Assume like you are having one string. Say like you are having some corporation. And this is your main string. And in this particular main string, you wanted to identify the position where POR is available. So from which position POR is available?
Fourth.
Fourth, right?
Yeah.
So that particular position you will be getting as 4. So how to specify your character index in the sense? Char index of, you need to specify your string to initial. Say like POR, then where you want to search this POR, that particular string you need to provide.
Yeah.
That's it. So your output will be 4. Why? You will be searching this particular string POR in your main string.
Yeah.
And when it identifies, it will provide you the position from where it is specifying. See, select char index of POR
Comma.
corporation and try to execute this. You'll be getting as your 4. So from which position your substring is present in your main string, that particular position you will be getting when you use your character functions, char index function. Any queries on character functions?
No.
Everything is fine. But one thing you need to remember the syntaxes properly. Mainly stuff and character index and soundex. Okay, remaining all functions are very easy.
So I have a doubt, Krishna.
Yes.
So in the same word corporation, we only want OR to be found out. So it is there in different positions. So how it will show?
It will show you first occurrence only.
Okay, first occurrence.
Okay. So second one, 2.
Second.
Okay.
Okay. But you want to get this particular occurrence as well. Okay. So it means like in which position it is present? O. Or from which position? 5th position.
Second position. Okay.
I mean to say second occurrence is present in your 5th position. So at that time what you want to specify? You want to specify the position where it want to search as well. So specify like from 3rd position you wanted to identify OR where it is occurring. So give like and execute it. So what output you will be getting? It means like you are searching your substring called OR from which position?
From
3rd position.
position.
And then execute.
So third in the sense 3.
From 3rd position it is going to search. Where OR is finding? From 5th position. So you will be getting as 5.
Yeah.
So when you are not specifying from which position you want to search, by default it will search from starting position.
Okay.
I think Prashanti, your query got resolved, right?
Yes, Krishna, thank you.
Okay. Now we will work with conversion functions. What are conversion functions? The conversion functions are nothing but functions which are used to convert from one type to another data type. This is used to convert from one type to another data type. What are the 2 types of conversion functions that are available? Cast function and convert function. Their syntaxes are different, but when you are trying to use your convert function, you can able to use some styles. But here you can able to convert, but you cannot able to specify any styles. Only that is the difference between 2 functions. Now we will work how to work with your conversion function. What is the syntax for your cast? In cast, just you need to specify cast and you need to specify the column and to which data type you want to change that one. You can able to specify that using your as keyword and then your new data type. This is your syntax of your cast. So assume like in a table you are using some date of birth column. This is your column, but when you are defining this particular column, assume like this particular column you have defined with date function. Okay, now I just want to change my date function to char. I mean to say where char I want to change. So how you will be specifying your syntax? Cast, which column you want to specify. See, initially you want to specify your column, then you want to specify as keyword and your new data type. So just specify like as and then where char. So your data type, it will get changed to where char when you are going to use your cast operator. Similarly, when you are going to use your convert function, the syntax will differ. That's it. How the syntax will differ in a sense, here you need to specify new data type, and then you need to specify the column name, and you can able to specify your style here. This is the syntax for your convert. So in the similar way, when you are going to use convert function using your date of birth column, specify like convert. What is your new data type? Where char, which column it is, date of birth, and styles are available. What is the style in the sense? How you wanted to use your date of birth. Say like you are using DD, YY format, but I want to change this particular style to some DD, YY, or I want to change to some other YYY, DD, format. I want to change this particular styles. So at that time you can able to specify your styles. Generally styles will start with 101. It can be 1012, 112, or some styles are available. Some 20 or 30 styles are available as part of your SQL. You can able to specify that particular style. So this is how you can able to convert your existing data type to another data type. This is the syntax for cast, and this is the syntax for your convert. Shall we see an example for this?
Yes.
I am having one table. Select star from. Here is my table. In this particular table, I am having only 3 columns: ID, name, as well as date of birth column. Okay. See here, where is your conversion table here? Okay, this is my conversion table, right? And try to see what are the columns that are available. Date of birth column. So what is the data type I have defined for this date of birth column? I have defined with date time column. You can able to specify different data types: date type, date data type, time data type, date time data type, where char, whatever you want you can able to specify. But the existing date of birth data type is date type. But I want to change this date time to where char when I am trying using in my queries. So at the time I'll be using my convert function and cast function as well. So this data type character I want to change to where char now. How to change that? Select ID, name, and date of birth I want to show. And apart from this, I want to show the old thing and as well as the new one. New one in the sense after casting that one, after changing that one. So specify like cast of. You can change like this. Date of birth. You want to change this particular column, right? What is the syntax? Date of birth, cast of date of birth as where char. As where char, and I want to give a new column for this one. Say like as keyword. So when you want to give any column aliases, you can able to specify as keyword, right? As I told you earlier.
Correct.
So I'll be giving
you want to give any type. Convert.
DOB from which table? Conversion table. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. How shall we execute this? See, assume like you are not changing the structure of the table, but whenever you are going to use your query, you want to change from date time format to your varchar format. But it won't be changing here. Why? You are not changing the structure of the table. If you want to change the structure of the table, what command you will be using?
Convert.
No, Prashanti.
No.
Just you are
Structure,
changing the values that are present to your defined format. But whenever you want to change the structure of your format, what is the command you will be using? Alter command, right? I have shown
yes.
you how to change the data type from one to another, right? In my
Yes.
previous session.
Yes. Yes.
Alter
Alter.
table name, then alter column you need to specify, and then column name from old data type to new data type using your alter function. But here in this case, I don't want to change my structure, but I want to show my data how I wanted to convert that. That's it. That is the difference between your cast as well as your alter function. So try to execute. What is the output you are getting? In convert.db, it is changing to varchar. What is the default time output you are getting? August 22, 1985, 12:02. But here you are giving in proper format. Say like
Yeah.
date and then time format, but you are changing that one to another format called varchar. So when you use your varchar, this is the default style you are getting. But I don't want to get this particular style. I want to change this style from some other styles. So at that time, what is the command you will be using? Convert command. Select ID, name,
Mhm.
date of birth, convert.
And
What is the syntax for convert? Just you want to
new.
specify your new data type and then your date of birth. And also style is not mandatory to give. This is optional way.
Okay.
Okay. So just specify like varchar and you need to specify your column. What is your column? Date of birth.
Date of birth.
Then your style as convert
Convertible.
logic table
From
conversion table.
convert.
Then we will try to execute. It also got changed. And what is the default style for 101.08? This is nothing but your MMDDYY format. This is your style for 101. I will change from 101 to 102. Execute it. You are changing from YYY, then MM, and then
MM.
DD format.
D.
So this is how you can able to change your style as well. There are number of styles that are available. But you need to remember something like for 101 what is the style available, for 103 what is the style available. And it all depends upon how you are going to use. See for 101 it is getting your different style, you are getting DDMM YY format. This is Indian style. If you want to UK style, you can able to use 101. It all depends upon how you represent your data. This is how you can able to convert your character, I mean to say, from one data type to another data type while getting your output. But internally, you will not change your structure here. Just while showing your output, you can able to change that particular characters, that particular data type. Any queries on conversion function?
No. No.
No.
Okay. Now we will see. Now we will see what is date function. What are date functions? Date functions are nothing but your scalar functions that will operate on date. So as part of your date functions, you are having some get date and you are having some date part. You are having date name. Okay, these are the functions that are available as part of your date functions. So if you want to get the current date as well as time, so at the time you will be using your get date, this first one. So if you give select get date, then execute it. So you will be getting current date as well as time. So this is the usage of your get date. But out of this particular date, out of this entire value, I want to get only the date, but not the entire thing. So at the time you can able to use your date part. So through this particular date part, you will be getting any part of that, any part of this particular date. Either it can be date, either it can be year, either it can be month, either it can be quarter, everything you can able to get. How to do that? You will be using syntax called date part. Just you need to specify which you want. If you want to get only the date, you need to specify as dd. From where you want to get? From get date. If you want to get only the month, then at the time here instead of dd, you will be using mm. If you want to use, if you want to get year, you will be using YY. If you want to get the quarter, you want to use QQ. If you want to get what is the week, you will be giving us WW. If you want to get a day of the week, which day it is, you need to specify as DW. Like that you can be able to specify. See, select date part of DD from where you want to get date. Execute this. What is the output you'll be getting? 19, right?
Yes.
You'll be getting as 19. If you want to get the year, what is the command you will be using? Change from DD to YY. 2017 you will be getting. If you want to get the quarter, which quarter you are running? Q. Execute this. You will be getting a third quarter. This is how you can able to use your date part as well. And finally, you are going to use your date name. Whenever you are going to use your date name, it means like you are extracting what is the month name. Extracting the name of the month, what is the day of the exact day. If it is month, and what is the current month? July, right? July. So whenever you are going to use now here, you will be getting as your just number, say like 8 or 7 like that you will be getting. But when you use your date name, you will be getting the proper name. See? Select get name. Not get name, date name of your get date. So what is the output you will be getting?
Complete date name.
July. But when you use here you will be getting only the number.
Yes.
So when you use your name, you will be getting what is the name of the current month. So this is how you can able to use your date part, date name, how to get your current value, how to get your current date as well as time using your functions. So these are the functions that are available as part of your scalar function. So how many types it got categorized? Under scalar, numeric functions we have seen yesterday. Today we have seen character functions. Then we have seen conversion functions. And then finally we have seen date functions as well. But all your functions, how many types it got categorized? 4 types. scalar function, three types: scalar function, aggregate function, and ranking function. Just we have worked with scalar functions. Okay. From next session onwards, we'll work with what is meant by aggregate functions. What are aggregate functions? Aggregate functions are nothing but a functions where you can operate on group of values. But scalar will be working only on single value.
Single value.
Here aggregate functions will be working on group of values. And also different types of aggregate functions that are available are sum function, average function, maximum function, minimum function, count function. These are the functions that are available as part of your aggregate functions. And also we will see what are the different types of categories that are available as part of your aggregate functions in the next session. Fine?
Yeah.
Any queries specially in today's session?
No.
Okay. Okay. Try to practice from your end and also try to remember the functions, because after some period of time you may forget. Try to remember
Yes.
and use it.
Yeah.
I can able to say.